coffee, music.
Hey y'all, good morning. It is Vlogmas day 2. Once again, we are going to be in the house. That's just what my life looks like. I just made my coffee. Definitely am super interested in eating breakfast. I've been doing this baking series on TikTok, teaching myself how to bake from scratch. I always had an interest in baking, but it was always just like box something or bag something, you know? And so I mentioned that because this morning I'm gonna do pancakes from scratch. I never made pancakes from scratch. I found a recipe on TikTok, so that's what I'm gonna make for breakfast. And I'm thinking a little bit later today that we'll do some baking. I'm undecided if I want to try cinnamon again. Cinnamon is like my go-to. I do have another can of pumpkin puree where I can do pumpkin muffins, which baby, those are so good. I could do blueberry, but I don't want to use frozen blueberries again. I would prefer to get fresh blueberries, so I'll just wait probably most likely for that. And then I accidentally bought oats recently versus grits, so I said, okay, I can use that to make something else. Something I haven't made that I'm actually scared to make is cookies. For whatever reason, me and cookies don't go together real bad. And one night I was gonna attempt it and I browned my butter and I didn't have enough flour, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, I say all that to say we might end up baking a little bit later today, and I'll show you guys what I've been up to when it comes to baking. Today's gonna be pretty low-key. I'll give you an inside look at me doing some work. And yeah, other than that, it's gonna be pretty easy peasy. Y'all do me a favor and let me know in the comments if you're doing Vlogmas. If so, let me know because I definitely wanna be able to watch you guys too. All right, bye. Pause. So y'all weren't gonna tell me I was using tablespoon instead of teaspoon? I have no idea what's about to happen next. All right, so here's the finished product of my pancakes. Here's the moment of truth. Tastes like a pancake. If I could say, they're probably a lot more airy than they're supposed to be. Definitely a lot more airy, excuse me, than they're supposed to be. So the fact that I put too much baking powder and too much baking soda, I think contribute to that. But all in all, it's definitely edible. I'll pay more attention next time. And I honestly had enough to store it in the fridge. So guess what we're having tomorrow? Pancakes again, you're right. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Listen, being a mom, especially a new mom, when you just have to wing everything, it's not that I can get easily distracted, but things just go. You got to take advantage when you can. And this Vlogmas series is going to help me be more consistent with my content as I'm mom, because I can just completely forget about the camera and go on about my day. But anyways, let me catch you up. I told you guys I had a content session in my last video over the weekend with a client. Well, I started editing on her videos today. To be honest, I was only supposed to give her one video, but I wanted to give her a couple more just because good customer service. And so I'm going to show you guys really quick what it is. So she is a hairstylist in the Tampa area. I actually have a friend who did her rebrand, and then she booked me for the content session. So we met at a studio that she picked. I brought my lights, my camera, my mics, all that good stuff. I haven't done the main video yet. I plan on doing that tonight because that's going to be a little bit more time consuming. So here is the first video that I've done. Cute. And then this is the second video that I've done. Awesome. So yeah, those are the two videos that I did. We also did a little bit of photography. Now, I don't necessarily call myself a photographer. It is a skill that I want to, I don't want to say perfect, but work on. So there is one photo concept that I told her that I would edit and we would work on. You know, when you guys like someone sit down in the middle and then they have like their arms extended with extra stuff. Hold on, I can show you real quick. So something kind of similar to this idea. So we basically did the same thing. So I'm going to edit that photo for her and send it over. Probably touch up a couple other pictures, and then that will be the end of that. I told you guys that I'm also looking for a job, so I definitely did work with some applications today. And then as far as some other work, I am a graphic designer for this dating show that's based out in Virginia. And there were two graphics that they asked for me to work on this week. One of them, they will be announcing their Patreon sign up pretty soon. So here is one graphic for that. I don't know if you guys are fans of Love Island. I started watching it, what season just ended? Season 8? I started watching it season 7. So I watched 7 and 8, and supposedly this guy was on an earlier season, and so he's partnering with someone else to put on this dating show in Virginia. So I thought that was pretty cool. And let this be a lesson of anybody who is nervous of putting themselves out there or like just doing passion projects. Passion projects is how I got started with building up my portfolio and getting clientele. You just fake it until you make it, pretty much. And sometimes you get clients, but you get stuck in a box to where what they book doesn't allow you to experiment and do something different. So that's where passion projects can also be beneficial. You can exercise and work on those things that you desire to. And so while Love Island was going on, it was a big topic at the time, and I enjoy doing YouTube intros, even though I don't get booked for them a whole lot anymore. I did YouTube intros for each individual cast member, and that is how this dating show found me. So I literally started with them from the ground up, and they are doing really well. They're going to air in the springtime, and they've already caught the attention of multiple networks. So, you know, if this girl start keep riding that wave, you know, there'd be something at the end of the rainbow for me. So that was one of the graphics. And then the other graphic, so we definitely want people to stay engaged. Like I said, it airs in spring, which is a little bit away. So it's really important to kind of like keep ideas fresh. And they want to do a nominate your friend type situation. So you basically tag your friend in the post, tag your friend who is looking for love, who you think should be on the show, who you think should apply, and then, you know, yada, yada, yada. So that is what I worked on today. And then the biggest thing I worked on today was I launched my webinar. Well, I announced my webinar. So once again, I'm a content developer. I plan, produce, and edit content as far as video as well as graphics. I started as a graphic designer, got into content editing. Now I am a content developer. This is going to be a webinar to get you set for the new year. It is called the Content Strategy Workshop. It is going to take place December 15th at 7 o'clock Eastern. If you guys want to join, I'll definitely have it linked in the description box. Tickets go on sale this Friday. I think it's a really great workshop to attend. I don't do webinars often, and I'm really excited about this one because I'm so passionate about content. I am passionate about posting with a purpose. I'm also passionate about quality, not only video quality, but the quality of information. Like, what do you want people to get out of this? Are you here to inform them, persuade them? Like, are you educating? Things of that nature. So I'll definitely be dropping a whole bunch of gems in that webinar. General admission is $27. That's pretty much access to the 1 hour webinar as well as having access to the replay. If you want a VIP ticket, that is going to be $97. You're going to get the replay, the access to the webinar, of course, as well as a couple of extra add-ons, which equates to kind of like private coaching. I'll do an audit, give you feedback, recommendations, things like that. So yeah, that's what I worked on today. So I did the announcement flyer. I scheduled out my emails for the month or leading up to the webinar. I've made my post. So that is set. And I have another thing that I want to set for the new year coming up for rebrands. So I've been quite busy, honestly, and mama in between. So no, we did not end up baking today. Maybe I'll feel like it in the morning. All my days really kind of like go day by day, go with the flow type of thing. But it was a very productive day. Sorry that I forgot about you guys, but that's literally all I was doing, was pretty much working on and off all day. Baby had a good day. He's been sleeping a lot lately. I think he's going through a growth spurt. I also mentioned with my postpartum, I also mentioned I had preeclampsia towards the end of my pregnancy. I am still dealing with high blood pressure. So I actually have an appointment on Friday, and they have me monitor myself still and take medication. I took it, I don't know, maybe like an hour ago, 30 minutes to an hour ago, and it was a little on the high side. Now that I'm winding down for the night, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit and retake it and see if maybe it goes down. The goal was to be weaned off by now, but I don't think that will happen. But it's okay, you know. I watch my salt intake. It's not like I really, did a lot of that. I'm gonna go back to drinking beet juice and looking into a couple other avenues to lower my blood pressure. So if any of you have recommendations, definitely leave it down below. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Good night.